everybody, this is Steve from Rock Tomb. How is everybody? Hope everyone's had a good month. As I said, I haven't done a video since early February, not since before the Nottingham Forest game. So yeah, looks like we've had a better month this month than we did last month. A few more points, and hopefully next month will be even better with all our injured players getting back to fitness. So we'll start off with the game that we played at Forest, 3-2 at the City Ground. So, you know, we went on to play the game, and absolutely fantastic. Played really well, and like I say, Bruno got in for the first goal in the 10th minute. It was an absolutely fantastic goal, absolutely brilliant. You know, well happy with him for that. It was one of these games that you know, it was a tight game. We made mistakes. At one point I thought we weren't even going to get the 3 points. I thought they were going to be on us, and like I said, they went forward and they got the equaliser against the runner play at the time. And then Shah then on 43rd minute, cracking strike, you know, brilliant goal from him. It was absolutely fantastic and absolutely brilliant. Perfectly onside when the ball came over, and Shah just tapped it in. It's absolutely fantastic. You know, keeper didn't even see it coming. And then Forest then, right on injury time, scores then to and then Bruno hits back again on the 66th minute. Absolutely fantastic goal. So it was a good result for us, 3-2. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, it was a brilliant game. Yes, we could have lost the game. I think at some, I think they stretched us at points. Burn was absolutely outplayed by quite a lot of their players, and we could have been beaten absolutely. And we got away with a 3-2 win. But like I said, then we went into the Bournemouth game, and that game was a tough game again. Our defence got, you know, so many times they got through our defence, and you know, that first goal was a mistake. Dubravka slipped, the ball got to the Bournemouth player Solanke, he put it in the net. There's nothing we could have done about it. And then penalty box then, and Gordon gets Bruno gets a penalty. So Gordon's ready to take it. He went to VAR, took ages on VAR, but Gordon stepped up, put the penalty in. Absolutely fantastic. And we were just getting battered. And I tell you one thing, Solanke is the player I'd love us to buy in the summer. Absolutely fantastic to buy him. And then they scored from against the runner play. Semenyo, I think that's how you pronounce his name. And they go 2-1 up, and they were on the back foot. And then we made a substitution. Richie came on, and literally second touch of the game, and he puts the ball in the net. Absolutely, you know, Matt Ritchie, you know, legend, been with us for quite a while. He steps up onto the pitch and gets that equaliser. So you can't say it fairer than that. It was absolutely fantastic, you know. perfectly in the right place. One touch, it touched the keeper, came back to him, and Richie then just tapped it in. You just can't take it further than that, really. So, you know, we had a little break, and then we had Arsenal. Now, I knew this game was going to be tough. I knew this game was going to be one of those where, you know, there was a good chance we were going to lose the game. You know, still not fully fit side, problems in no defence. We gave up a goal away in a set play from a corner. You know, it's unbelievable. You know, Botman own goal. You know, it wasn't a lot he could do. It was very hard, you know, to really sort that out. But you know, it was a goal. You know, I mean, it's when you're that close to the line, where you got players all in a tight group, you know, it was going to happen. And then they scored again. Then Havertz on the 24th minute. Ball came over into the box. Player come from the back, smashed it thing, and then the player was there. It was a good pullback. You know, it's the sort of goals that teams like this do score. You know, you get to the byline and then push it backwards. Someone's going to be there to put it in the net. And then go forward. Then Saka. Then second half. You know, it's one of those things that was going to happen. You know, scored on the 66th minute. You know, and Koala scores on the 69th minute. And lucky enough, Joe Willock just took our blushes away and scored a goal towards the end. And on the 84th minute, he got a goal. You know, it was fantastic bit of play from Newcastle. Ball came over, and a lovely header from Willock. You know, that's what we're missing from Willock. You know, he knows he can score goals and score goals well. So hopefully now he's back fit and ready, we're going to get more from him. But then we got the FA Cup game at Blackburn, and another game where we didn't really play that well. You know, and it took until the second half for someone to score. You know, and the amount of times that we could have punished them, and they could have punished us as well. I don't think Newcastle played any better than Blackburn did. They could have actually punished us, but then Gordon got the goal on the 71st minute. But doing what Newcastle do, which we've happened too many times this season, we've conceded a goal quite quick after going ahead. You know, I don't know how you pronounce his name, Simonmodics, or what his name is. You know, punished us. So they went to extra time. You know, it was 120 odd minutes of play plus injury time. You know, and then it's it. Then we went to penalties. Shah stepped up. Nice casual tapping. Keeper moved too quick. And then Blackburn took their first shot and missed. Or I should say missed. I said Dubravka saved it. And then Gordon stepped up. You know, I mean, there was no reason he weren't going to miss this, none at all. You know, he put it in nicely in the net. Keeper went the right way, but I think Gordon put quite a good amount of power on it, and he went straight through. Blackburn stepped up then, and you know, Dubravka saved that last one. They didn't show all the goals on the highlights there, but Dubravka did the job and saved that penalty and got us through. and it was fantastic. So we won 4-3 on penalties, which we've never done in the FA Cup. Always lost against penalties. So, you know, we had the Blackburn, and I suppose the team got some confidence after winning that game. And then we went to Wolves. We were home against Wolves, and we were well up for it. A bit of a break, then went forward. It was a lovely ball, played forward for Isak. Isak headed it straight in, absolutely fantastic. You know, Gordon then it to Guimaraes' head, and then Isak on the head. Absolutely fantastic. You know, I'd love to see Newcastle do a bit more of that. Lucky deflection off the Wolverhampton player, which tipped it up to Isak. You know, that's what happens. So, you know, I mean, they're brilliant. You know, Wolves could have punished us at times, but Newcastle, in the end, started to control the game. Ball came off the keeper and Gordon put it in, and it was absolutely pissing down. It was a mixture of snow and rain during the game, and the players were absolutely soaked. And then towards the end, then in injury time, so at the moment it's just showing a bit of someone trying to get round, and and that was an unlucky, lovely header, and there was a new Wolves player just on the line to take it away from the goal, and then Livramento got the ball, come into the box, past one Wolves player sort of give a little bit of nudge on him, so he did sort of a little bit of a flick, sort of to try and avoid being taken down, and his foot just caught the ball and pushed it towards the goal. I don't think he actually 100% meant to do that. I think it's just his foot came forward the way it did, and then the ball just went in. You know, it was just, I think the keeper was just unlucky. It was a cracking goal, so I'm absolutely love that goal. I think that was the best goal of the game, really. Even though Isak's header was good, you know, the deflection off the Wolves player, Isak put it in, but I think that Livramento goal is going to go down as one of the cheekiest goals of the season. You know, because he didn't know what was happening there. I think, to me, you know, he was going forward. I think he did what he did to try and avoid going down because the pressure that the Arsenal player was putting on him, and he just caught it with the foot, and it went towards the goal. Cheeky goal. So I'm absolutely brilliant. Right, when I did the last video, I said about Alfie Harrison. We got from Man City, under 18s player. He's in our squad at the under 18s at the moment. He's actually scored a goal for our under 18s. Good start. He was part of the Man City winning championship, Premier League champions last season. For City this year in the under 18s, he actually scored 8 goals and 4 assists. So that just shows he's got a good future. He's going to do well for Newcastle. I think he's going to do really well. So I'm really happy with that. He costed $1 million. That's what the one of the websites said anyway. So it doesn't go towards our FFP because it's part of what they call investment in the club for the youth. So it's not going to cause any problems on that. So that's brilliant. So well happy with that. And then other news now, I just want to do a quick cap of the women's team. The women's teams are doing really, really well. Like last season, the reserves, Durham's Sestra were the big team. Yeah, they were top of the league. Newcastle were lucky because they needed really a lot of goals towards the end of the season because Durham Sestra had a massive goal difference, so the Newcastle ended up with second place because of goal difference. But this season, absolutely hammering away. They've played 14 games, they've won 13, drew 1, so they're unbeaten. 73 goals scored, only 18 against. Unbelievable. So their form basically for the last 6 games was 6 wins, 24 goals, 8 against. And our first team that's in the Northern Premier is absolutely flying again as well. They've actually basically won 13, they've drew 1 and lost 1. So they're on the same points as the reserves teams. Played 1 more game, they're on 40 points. So a goal difference of 43. Scored 50 and 7 against. Absolutely fantastic. Their last 6 games they've won 5 and drew 1. So well done to the development, the people who are developing our women's team. It's absolutely fantastic the work that's going on there. They're doing better than our men's team. Yes, they've been knocked out of the Women's FA Cup. The first team got knocked out of the FA Cup. The reserves are out of their cups as well, so they can concentrate on winning the Reserve League. And at the moment, from what I can see, until they get further up the leagues, the reserve team stays in the Northern Reserve at the moment, because there's no promotion to another league while they're there. So because while Newcastle's where they are, they stay where they are in the reserve. So I suppose when they do get up to the higher league, because if they go up next season into one league, and if I think there's one, and that's that league, if they win that league, I think they get into the WSL, but only one team can be promoted to the WSL at a time. I suppose at some point they will look at that, and maybe they will extend the WSL and the leagues below will slightly change, because from what I can see, the WSL is not a lot of teams in the top league compared to the men's Premier League teams. So I think at some point more teams will go into the Premier League, because they'll have to, because to make them sustainable, to play the games and to bring the finances in, I think maybe will have to start playing more teams, more games in a season. But at the moment, we're happy with where we are at the moment, and hopefully keep on playing the way they are, because when you look at the table this season for the women's first team, it is absolutely fantastic. We've just I've done a screenshot of the table, and like I said, we're top on 40 points. Now the team next to us is Forest. Now Forest are on 31 points with 1 game in hand, so even if they won the game in hand, we'd still have a 6-point advantage. But behind them is Burnley. Burnley have got 3 games in hand at the moment, so even if they won their 3, that's only 35 points, so we've still got a minimum of a 5-point advantage. So, and we actually beat Burnley this season already, so basically we just got to go on, and I think we played them, I can't remember if we played them twice. I think one of them draws was against Burnley, I can't remember. I think it might have been actually, the draw was against Burnley. The loss, I can't think who the loss was. I think it might have been Wolves. I can't remember who the loss was against. Or was it Stoke? I think it might have been Stoke. Stoke or Burnley. I think Burnley we drew, and I think we lost 1. So that's, you can't say fairer than that. It's absolutely fantastic season we're having so far in the women's team. Our men's team can get better. The injuries are coming back to fitness. So hopefully this next month will be a massive month for Newcastle United of getting points back on the table. We were lucky yesterday not to keep 7th place. West Ham scored 2 goals in injury time to win their game 3-1. It was 1-1 before injury time. We were in 7th place, without a win, but they scored twice and put us back down. But we've just got to keep our results up, and hopefully the others drop points so we can get back into that 7th place. Because looking at the table above us at the moment, it's looking like some of the teams are well above us in points, because Man United, there's a chance we could catch Man United. They're only 4 points above us at the moment, but they've got a game in hand because they play today. But if they lose that game, which I don't know, I can't 100% see it, but if they go 47 points, that's going to be a stretch to catch them. But it's West Ham and Brighton. They're the 2 teams that we've got to be worried about at the moment. So we just got to hope they have bad results and we keep on winning and getting points, because the more points we can get, the better. If we can win the next 2-3 games, and hopefully West Ham and Brighton don't bring up any major points, so we could try and secure that 7th place, because that would keep us a European Conference position, and so that will be great for us for next season. Well guys, thanks for watching the video. I will do another video ASAP about great month we've had, absolutely fantastic. I suppose 8 points from 15, but considering our team's not been to full strength, we showed yesterday with a lot of the team back that we can do it. So it's just getting back into cohesion and fitness, and basically getting back to what we were at the start of the season, and that'll be fantastic. We just got to keep it up, and there we go. So away the lads. Ta-ra guys.